Hey guys, Wolvie here. This is the Cloud Rework analysis video for the City of Final Fantasy VII Global. This is the first weekend of January 2021. And again, this is the pros and cons for Cloud's rework. So you guys know the drill with the rework analyses videos. The pros and cons are coming. I will be referring to information from the Tonberry Troop and the Dissidia database website. So I'll have links to them in the description below, and as a friendly reminder, usual disclaimer, any opinion in this video is my opinion and my opinion only. So regarding the event info that's tied to the rework, I'm not going to be doing that event info at all, and it's just for personal reasons. So I'm going to try to do the whole thing with Beatrix and her lost chapter hopefully early on next week. So with that bit out of the way, I will meet you all at one of the banners that has both Cloud's LD and burst weapon info. So that's it on that. And with that bit out of the way, if he were to get yet another rework, where could that go? So that's it on that. So I'll meet you all at the banner screen. Okay, so I am back, and this is going to be the information pertaining to the LD weapon for Cloud first and foremost. The weapon name is called Apocalypse. The LD ability is called Blade Beam. So what this is, for those of you who are familiar with Final Fantasy VII, you guys know what this does. So basically, this is a 6-hit group range brave attack and single target HP attack. Moderately increased brave damage when taking single target. Stolen bravery may exceed max up to 180%. Deals 50% HP damage to non-targets. Delays targets by 1 turn. Next turn after use does not consume ability use count. Some abilities excluded. So you have here 1 out of 3. You have your Mighty Blade Beam plus is the information you see here. And with 2 out of 3, it is another a second moderate raise to the attack and a target delay plus 1 more turn. 3 out of 3, it is yet another moderate raise to the attack, and then you get another use of Blade Beam. So that's that on that. And we're just going to jump right into the burst weapon. It's called Fusion Sword. The ability, the burst ability is called Omnislash version 5. Now what this is a ranged brave and HP attack delivered 12 times. Increases bravery by 50% of cumulative HP damage dealt before the last HP attack. Deals 20% of the cumulative HP damage to non-targets on the last HP attack. All this stuff right here you see regarding the limitations, all that stuff for the burst effect as well. Now we're going to jump into the character adjustments itself for Cloud. So we're going to go over what Cloud is getting at this point on Global. I do have a spoiler for those who are Global only. He does get an LD extension to his character enhancement boards at a later time alongside Lightning. So stay tuned for that when it comes. So for /skill 1, so he gets 2 more uses as you can see here, but if you have all the passives, he actually has a grand total of 10 uses of skill 1. Now you have here the level 54 Crystal Strength passive, which is the information you see here in red. Now we have here the skill 1 rework. So this is on top of the additional uses. So he gets 2 more uses of skill 1, and this is the information you see here with /. Now I do want to mention here, I'll mention it actually before the pros and cons, but not right now, because this sort of thing does happen to the skill 2 as well. And this is the information pertaining to skill 2, the information in red. Now with skill 2, I will say though here is that this is AoE Splash. It is 20% of cumulative HP damage to the non-targets on the last attack. Kind of similar to the EX ability from 7, where it's like, it's last one, the intended target gets everything, the non-targets get 20%. So now, what are the pros and cons with Cloud? Now, the whole thing here with Cloud, the way he works now, is that instead of you have one single HP damage, like from the last swing, for skill 1 and skill 2, but now it is completely changed where you see HP damage on every single swing. And this is both skill 1 and skill 2, which is a refreshing thing to see. Now, the fact that he's got more uses on skill 1 is a real treat, meaning that he has more chances to pull off the paralysis. Meaning that if you use skill 1 by itself, you have a chance to get the paralysis. If you use skill 2 before skill 1, it's guaranteed. But even without the whole thing with skill 2, he has more chances to pull off the paralysis. And that is a real treat. And the fact that he still has ways to help the party in varying situations is just the icing on the cake. Now, with all that being said, he is becoming a bit of a Noctis. Meaning that, in all honesty here, is that he needs all of his weapon passives to be as good as he is. Meaning that if you don't have the burst, chances are he's not going to be as effective. And that is kind of sad. Where you have a beloved character, one of the most popular characters in the entire franchise, if not the most popular character, having to be done to where he has to have all of his weapon passives. And like I said, it is kind of sad. It is heartbreaking in a sense that he is... Okay, it looks like I paused the video here a second. So, to do a super quick recap, one of the biggest things, he has in the sense of... Huh? I'm not so sure what's going on with my thingamajig, so, with that... Yeah, I gotta check my app here. So I do have to check it because something's telling me that it's kind of pausing at inconvenient time. So with that, I'm going to try to make this quick. If he were to get another rework, he needs more uses of skill 2. That's just the really big thing because it makes him a little less reliant on the burst. But he really does need more uses of skill 2. And hopefully, some format of multiplier, make the AoE splash become more AoE split. But that's just my personal opinion. I will be doing the rework analysis on Beatrix, but I do have to check my recording app because it seems to be pausing at somewhat inconvenient times. And I actually had to check it a couple of times even just now. It's just like, there might be something wrong with the app. And like I said, I'm going to try to, I'm going to try my best to do what I can with recording. But I can't guarantee it. I have to check the app I've been using. And I do apologize. So I'm going to be double checking the app. And like I said, I will be doing the Beatrix rework analysis. It's just a matter of if the app is causing me some real big issues to where I have to constantly look at it. So, with that, do a recap of everything, Cloud got pretty damn good. It's just that, unfortunately, he is becoming a bit of a Noctis in sense of he needs all of his weapon passives. And that kind of hurts certain aspects of the longevity because of a reliancy of needing everything. So that's it on that. The next rework analysis video is going to be Beatrix. Hopefully in a week or two, I'm going to be doing the character spotlight for Sephiroth for this month because he is the January character. And that's that on that. So with Wolfie here signing off, I will catch you all on the flip side.